Hi, this is Meghla, and I'm going to handle your aptitude classes, that is third year, fifth semester students. And the syllabus for this is, you have 4 units here. The first one is going to be just a revision class of this numbers, percentage, profit and loss, ratios, mixtures and averages. And the second chapter which you're going to have is time, speed and distance, followed by time and work and algebra. And the last one, which I have mentioned here, is a logical reasoning. And this part is going to be like a problem solving. Like you will be given problems to solve, as you already completed this in the second year. And I don't want to repeat that again because you don't have sufficient time to do that. So we will be giving you the problems. If you have any doubts in the class, you can ask for it. Okay, then we are going to start at the very first class. That is unit 1, class 1. And that is, you have 2 classes per unit. So the first class is going to be about the numbers, percentages, and profit and loss. And the second one is going to be in the next following whatever is mentioned here, the remaining part of it, ratios, mixtures, and averages. So similarly, like 2 classes you're going to have as this Moodle class, and the 2 classes are going to be a doubt clarification for the unit 1, or any unit is going to be in the same way. So for this 1 unit, 2 classes, you're going to see this. Every alternate class is going to be your dot clarification class, where in the Google Meet I'll be conducting the class and I'll be clarifying, and also you will be given some problem to solve. You need to solve and come into the class. We will be discussing those problems. So what is the highest power of 12 that divides 54 factorial? So this is a factorial problem which you would have done it. Mostly I have given that 100 factorial, how many tens are there? It is a similar kind of problem. So the question asked here is, how many such 12s you can divide this 54 factorial by? Still you get integer as a value. If this is not clear, I just want to show you this. If I give you 72, and if I ask you like 72, when you divide by 3, you get integer as a value. So 72 is divisible by 3. I just want to know how many 3s you can divide this by. Can I divide by another 3? Can I just say like power is 2? 72 divided by 3 square, that is 72 by 9. It is still an integer. So there is possibilities, right? But in case if I give you a 72 by 3 power 3, can I get integer as a value? No. So here the integer is not possible. Why? Because this is 27 and it's not possible. That is in 72 when you write it as a prime factors, you can see that 72 is nothing but 8 into 9. 8 is 2 cube and 9 is 3 square. So you have only 3 2s or 2 3s. Therefore, you can divide only by 2 3s. Third 3 you cannot have it here. The similar thing you're going to see in 54 factorial, because 54 factorial is not a small number. It is going to have from 1 up to 54. There are different numbers here, into 4, into 5, into 6, and so on. So you can see here, this we are going to divide by, say, 12. How many such 12s it can divide by? How many 12s are there in this 54 factorial? That's the meaning of that. So 12 again, when you write it in the form of prime number, it's nothing but 2 square into 3. So we have to see the combination of 2 square and 3 is required here. And for that, you have to see how many 2s are there, how many 3s are there. You can't just say that because existing one here is 2 and therefore only 1 2. So when you split this 4, it is nothing but 2 2s. And in case you have on 6 here and 6, the next number 6, if you divide it also, you can see that it is 2 into 3. So in that way, you have to see only in terms of prime numbers, like how many 2s are there, how many 3s are there. That's what you're going to see here. So you can just find out this. First, the process here, what we do is, whatever the question is asked, first you take this 12 and write it in the form of a prime factors, which is nothing but 2 square into 3. And now you have to find out how many 2s are there in 54 factorial and how many 3s are there, so that you can take this combination. And for that, you can't do it directly because 54 factorial is not that small number where you can keep writing all that and then find the number of 2s in between. So we go here for the successive division method. This is what we call successive division method. So in this method, what we do here is take this 54 and find out the prime factors only, not the other numbers. What are all the prime factors you have here? That can be found out by using this successive division method. That is, you can find out like how many 2s are there in 54 factorial, or We can also find out how many 3's are there in 54 factorial by dividing by 3. Remember one thing, this can be divided only by the prime numbers. You can't just take a composite number. I can't just consider 12, like 54 you divide by 12 and see how many 12's are there. It's not possible. Composite numbers you cannot divide by, only the prime numbers. So when you divide this, you can see that the first quotient what you get is 27. And then again when you divide this by 2, you get this 13. Again when you divide by 2, you get this as 6. Divide this by 2, you get 3. Further you divide this, you get 1. And you can't divide it further because we will get only 0. Remember, we are taking only the quotients, not bother about the reminders. And then add all the quotients. 27 plus 13 is 40. 40 plus 6 is 46. 49 and 50. So there are 52's in 54 factorial. Let me write those 2's here. Number of 2's are 50. I need these 2's, so I'm writing just behind this. Now let us go for 3. 54 when you divide by 3, you're going to get 18. Again when you divide this, you're going to get 6. Further when you divide this, you're going to get 2. And when you add all this, because further you cannot divide it, so you're going to get 26. So we have 26 3's. To get this combination, what you're supposed to do is the power alone you consider here. As you are written below this number of 2's, below 3's number of 3's, take this power and divide it. Take this 1 as power and divide it. And now take only the quotient. Even if you get reminders, forget about that. So the quotient here is 25. The quotient here is 26. And now after taking this quotient, just check whichever is smaller, that should be your answer. Because when you pair this 2's, like 2's are required together along with 1 3. So in that you can see that there are 25 pairs are possible for 2's. There are 26 of them, but still this is limited. So you can have only 25 such possibilities. So we can say that maximum possible value of n here is maximum of n is nothing but 25. Or you can say this n here, you can have 25 here. That's it.